Well, yes, I am still in Canada. I'm actually near the big city of Toronto. It's a place called Vaughan, and I'm here for On the Ball Report. And I'm your host, as you well know, is Pete Irvin. Well, I finally caught up with this gentleman, but I have to read this because this is incredible. I don't know why he's not at MGM Studios in Hollywood there, but sports producer, blogger, communications consultant, sports talk radio host, voiceover, and he tells me he's a bit of an actor. So we'll find out.
I try to keep myself busy, Pete.
And of course, the one and only Alf De Blasis. Alf, it's good seeing you again.
Good to see you.
It's about,
Welcome
about
back.
a year and a half to say the least there.
It's been a while.
Now, Alf, did I miss anything out of the intro there? Like,
No.
You don't work at McDonald's? Okay.
You covered just about everything there is.
Good on you. Good on you. Now, let's check out your new position as a consultancy role, which I know you're damn good at. 360 soccer center, 50,000 square feet. I've just walked it. I'm tired.
Yeah, well, you should be. It's a brand new renovated facility. It was a hockey arena, a double rink hockey arena here in the great city of Vaughan, just north of Toronto, which an area you're quite familiar with. And it was completely gutted, revamped, renovated, and turned into an indoor soccer facility with at the moment, two indoor fields. Both are being used for training purposes. The primary tenant is the Toronto Blizzard. I know you'll be speaking to Joe Parolini, the head coach of the club, and he'll give you a little more background in terms of their use of this facility. The other one is also going to be equipped with a brand new high-tech skill development program that's coming directly from the UK. It's slowly being installed over the next number of weeks and should be ready to be in use by the time we reach Christmas or just around there. And it's a tremendous space. It's a space that Joe has had a vision for many years, and it's come to reality thanks to the investment of a group. And the other kind of main protagonist of this facility is Mark McCoy, who I know you're quite familiar with, a legendary Canadian Olympian, gold medalist, and he's bringing his strength and conditioning and fitness experience to this facility as well, and he'll be working with a lot of the young players here. But this is really a brand new start for the Blizzard in particular, but for so many other clubs and affiliations and partners in this area who want to take advantage of this brand new location. But it's really just at stage one. There are a number of elements that are still to be added. And I know we gave you a sneak peek earlier, and you've seen a little bit of what's still to come here. And the full facility will be ready for, let's say, will be fully developed and fully ready to be seen by the time the spring rolls around. We're planning a grand opening of the facility.
So Alf, I want to jump in here because the walk around I said, the media should know about that. And you said, no, we've done a little soft media touch,
right?
Which I understand because media, they want everything in there so they can obviously report on it. It's going to be the home, and correct me if I'm wrong, Toronto Blizzard Soccer Academy.
Correct.
You know, when I hear the word academy, I think about Robert Irvin, my son, who's coaching in the States, and he went to Syracuse. He won a scholarship there. So let me jump into that. Would this be able to produce good, both women and men, for scholarships in the States?
Well, this is the principal objective of the Toronto Blizzard Academy program, is to provide full ride scholarships for young women and young men as they progress through this program, and they have the opportunity not only to train in this great facility, but to also be able to play against ECNL high-level elite clubs in the United States, as well as colleges and universities, and get the exposure from American scouts who attend these showcase tournaments to be able to identify players from all across the continent, from the U.S. and Canada. And so this is a first stage, a first step in their development program, and it's as we've seen, everything is available here under one roof.
Well, it's massive. I mean, I was tired just walking around, and of course I needed an injection of an Italian coffee to get me going there. But you mentioned director and head coach Joe Parolini. I think I go back a long time when I remember Joe Parolini from the Toronto Blizzard. Wasn't that in the North American Soccer League?
North American Soccer League, then later on, of course, with the Canadian Soccer League. They had a presence there, and Joe was the general manager there. And of course, he had a relationship with the Canadian national men's team as well as the women's team, and also the youth programs as a trainer and longtime assistant. So it's been a long time coming, and I know that as we mentioned, Joe's had this vision for quite a number of years, and now that he's able to use this as a platform for all of his staff, as well as all of the potential student athletes that come through these doors, and all of them, or the great majority of them, are able to realize a dream, to be able to take advantage of this facility and be able to work towards earning themselves scholarships, which is something that Joe prides himself on, and so many graduates.
If there is a downside to this, folks, the dream came too late for me.
Unfortunately.
Oh, boy,
and me.
I could have probably have got a scholarship out of this. But you know what, Alf, I mean, it's a great road for you. I mean, the challenge is there. And it's a very positive challenge.
Yeah.
Because this has been lacking in North America. Never mind just Canada, but North America. Yeah. And we tend to get bogged down with some politics. And, I follow the Canadian Soccer Federation or Association quite a few years, but that's another story. But Alf, once again, it's great talking to you. And
you, thanks for having me.
Well, you've got to keep me informed now. It doesn't matter if it's 7,000 miles away.
No, absolutely. And I think what we're going to be doing over the next couple of months, and where I will kind of provide some expertise, is in terms of being able to generate some interest in this facility as we get closer to its completion. We'll have guest speakers come in and speak to some of the student athletes who will be at this facility. We're also planning viewing parties. I think Joe had mentioned to you that a number of TV screens are going up across the facility, so there's always going to be a buzz. There's always going to be a lot of activity in terms of people coming in to speak to the kids, the training that is going on every night, and we want eventually the media to be knowledgeable and available to come to this facility from time to time and speak to some of the individuals who will be here, not only the staff but also the children that will be training here. So the timeline is a little bit longer than projected, but it looks like it should be accessible and available to everyone by the spring of next year, and that's when we're planning a grand opening to really show off the facility once it's entirely complete. And of course, there is another phase to this project, as Joe had mentioned to you before, and I think he'll explain to you as well, that there is the potential to put in a futsal facility right next door, and that will provide another element of training and development for players that want to go in that direction, that would like to
That's
be
a very
involved
good
in
point, because in the Philippines, in Cebu, which is a huge island, because there's not the grounds to have 11-a-side in mass, futsal is very big, because what they do is they combine it for the basketball court sizes, and it's perfect. It's perfect.
It is indeed. And so you have, on the one side, you have the turf synthetic turf that's laid down that obviously provides similarities to outdoor soccer, but you'll also have on the opposite side, you'll have the hard court, which will be specifically for futsal training and development and tournaments.
Excellent. You know, Alf, maybe
Thanks.
I can get back next year as well on my travels here, but you've got a great job ahead of you, and I know that you're the guy who can do it. With all that experience you've had over 35 years, I think you deserve a medal struck for that. But
is there anything below the bronze medal?
No, you're going for gold. You're going for gold. You got Mark McCoy here with all his gold medals, so why don't we add one more gold there? But I'm your host, Pete Irvin, and this is On the Ball Report. And tune in for part 2, because we'll have the Toronto Blizzard Academy Director, Head Coach, Joe Parolini. And believe me, he is a handful. Thanks for tuning in. This has been brought to you by Sun Sports and Bad Beat Sportswear. Share, like, subscribe, and ring the bell for news, interviews, breaking stories. Thanks for watching On the Ball Report.